Hey, you're back at the game room, where you may have seen up on this top shelf behind my arcades that I have some Windows 95, some Windows XP, and similar PC games. Just wanted to highlight one of these games that I have in my collection that I haven't really seen too much of in either any other channel or really on my time on eBay or my time looking around at retro shops. This video will be a little bit different than one of my normal videos. We're going to go through this release of The House of the Dead for Windows 95. This is a big box release. It is an Australian release of the game that I really don't see much of online. You can find the big box artwork on the front that is different than this. So you can find the same type of style, the same type of size with different artwork. But usually this type of artwork comes with the plastic case releases rather than the cardboard boxes. So we're going to take a look at the front, the back, the inside, and just kind of document it so it's out there on the web, because I don't think that there would be too many out there. I might be wrong, but from my research I can't find too many of this type of style. I bought this one back when I had a Windows 95 PC. So I bought it from a computer shop. It wasn't a toy shop or anything like that. It was an actual computer shop. This one was classified as MA15 in Australia. That is restricted to sale to people who are 15 years and older only. You can see the old Office of Film and Literature classification. At that stage, we didn't have really a video game classification by itself, and we didn't have any higher than this. This was the most restricted type of video game before a video game was then banned for sale. So eventually we got an R18 rating. This is way before then. On the front here we have the artwork of the zombie, where a lot of them have the artwork that is on the back of this one, which I'll show you very soon. And just down here on the front, Windows 95, it says read the enclosed game manual before playing and save it for reference. So a lot of these, even though there's this big box, it was like this was just shelf kind of advertisement rather than anything else. They really weren't designed for you to, well, it's hard to say. Were these designed to keep? They were all such different sizes and different shapes and kind of an awkward, non-uniform type of collection of PC games back in the day that a lot of people ended up throwing them out because they were so big and because the things that you use, like the CD inside, was so small. So this one is quite large, quite tall, but very thin, as we can see here. So the House of the Dead. Obviously it would have been in a bit of better condition when it was purchased, but overall it's in pretty good shape for its age. Only the dead never die. So here I'll read through some of these little descriptions or these captions of the screenshots here. Delivers the real feel of the arcade game. Every shock and blood-curdling scene comes to life on your PC. Choose from a cast of characters to play as in the original PC mode, or jump right into battle against the stage and henchmen in boss mode. Choose from a rainbow of blood colors in options. And here is the blurb. December 18, 1998. Strange goings-on at the top-secret experimental facilities of DBR Corporation. Research staff are missing, and the worst is feared as sinister rumors surround the former lab director, Dr. Curian. Special agents Thomas Rogan and G have been sent on an urgent mission to investigate the mysterious disappearances and determine the nature of Curian's research, but nothing could prepare them for what lies waiting at the House of the Dead. And then it has the system requirements down here. And further down it has some interesting pieces, I think, anyway. So this says that the last copyright date there was 1998, so I'm guessing it was a 1998 release. But down here it says the software is not designed for use with PC gun controllers. Game performance using these devices cannot be guaranteed. It was a mouse-only game. It was designed to be played with a mouse, and that's how I remember playing it as well. Alright, I'm going to just pause. No, actually, let's see if we can do this live. I'm going to pop open the top. There we are. So it just opens with flaps at the top, and then it had an inbuilt CD holder built into the cardboard there. And you can see there is very little in this box. This is how it came. This is not, I haven't taken bits and pieces out. This is actually how it came. So the only type of stuff that you'll find is really tucked away in there. This is all just spare space to look good on the shelf. So inside we have, let me just see, make sure we've got everything. Yep, nothing else in there. So on the insides, we have my worn CD case featuring the House of the Dead and Sega. I'm going to pronounce it Sega because this is an Australian release. That's how we always that's how we always pronounce the name, but of course other people call it Sega. But Sega Aussie Soft. Aussie Soft, I'm guessing that might be something to do with how Sega was distributed in Australia. But then we had, it had a website as well, www.segaaussiesoft.com.au. And let's just have a look at this. This is warranty registration. As you can see, I didn't fill it out. I don't think many people did register these at any time. You can pause that and read through that at your leisure if you wanted to. The back of the CD case did not have anything in there, so it just had the manual tucked in there as kind of in the jewel case. And then as you open, there it is there. There's the artwork. Oh, and as I said before, I should have shown you as well. But as I said before, this is the artwork. The back artwork was kind of the one that you see on lots of these big box releases of this game. Not the zombie that I have. I'm sure they're out there. There's information out there somewhere, but gee, I find it hard to find anything about it. Made in Japan. And same dates and things as the front. I don't think there's anything that is particularly marked on it that says it's from Australia. Let's have a look at a little manual booklet. And this is very much like the types of manuals that you would see in PlayStation releases at the time. So that type of glossy printout that you would see there. I like that this person, the character's name is just G. There's no more information. There's no first name. Is that first name? Is that the last name? Not sure. It's just G. It's funny, do not damage or soil disc. But one of the things it says, do not bend the disc, yeah. Or alter the size of the center hole. I wonder who was going around altering the size of the center hole of these CDs. Over to the next page. I won't go through the whole lot. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll just put it on and then I'll flip to the next page so that if you wanted to, I'll try and get the glare out so that if you wanted to, you could pause and have a look at these. Oh yeah, so you could also use a gamepad with this one. That would be very hard. I think it's much easier with a mouse. Yeah. Some of the different items, hidden items, how to move and shoot, and all those good things. And then the credits. Then there's the back there with some artwork of one of the test chambers. Okay, so yeah, there's a little release there that I thought would be worth documenting and taking a closer look at. And if you have this release, I would love to hear about it because, as I said, I haven't seen any of these anywhere. Seen one similar, but certainly not ones the same. So I would love to know if anybody else out there has a copy of The House of the Dead on PC that looks exactly like this as well. But other than that, if you want to, you can visit some of my other videos. That would be fantastic. And thank you for spending some time with the Game Room today. Much appreciated.